Hi everyone. Let's take a look at the green checkpoint exercise for chapter 5 on page 256 and 258 of your textbook. Before you watch this video, go through it yourself, pick out what you think the topic is, and try to create the implied main idea. And then come back and watch these videos and kind of test yourself, see how well you did. Number 1 is from a biology textbook. It reads, veins are thin-walled tubes divided into many separate chambers by vein valves. Excessive stretching occurs if veins are overfilled with blood. For example, if a person stands in one place for a long time, leg veins can't drain properly and blood pools in them. As the vein expands, vein valves become distended and fail to function. These two mechanisms cause varicose veins. The veins begin to bulge and become visible in the skin's surface. So our topic here is varicose veins, or the cause of varicose veins. All right, and with this sentence, we're going to have to use formula 3 to create the implied main idea. So we need to look at what they're trying to tell us about varicose veins. And so here's a way that we could do this down here. So varicose veins occur when veins are overfilled with blood and the veins fail to function. Or varicose veins are veins that bulge and become visible on the skin surface occur when veins are stretched with too much blood and the valves fail to function. Okay, so here it's kind of like formula 2 and formula 3, where you have to put together multiple ideas here to formulate that implied main idea. Let's take a look at paragraph number 2. It's from a geography textbook, and it reads, in hundreds and perhaps thousands of cases, police have used GPS, global positioning system technology, to catch killers, car thieves, drug dealers, sexual predators, burglars, and robbers, often without obtaining a warrant or court order. Does the covert use of GPS technology to track suspects violate the Fourth Amendment rights of protection against unreasonable searches and seizures? Should the government be required to obtain a search warrant by showing probable cause for connecting a cell phone user to a criminal activity? Existing laws do not provide clear or uniform guidelines. Some jurisdictions allow law enforcement agencies to track the location of cell phone users without search warrants. Others do not. All right, so here we have to ask ourselves, what is the topic? And here it's law enforcement agencies' use of GPS to track the location of cell phone users, okay? Or law enforcement agencies' use of GPS for tracking. All right, here, if you just said it was GPS, that's not completely right. Who are we talking about in use of GPS, okay? We could have easily said, grandma using GPS to get to Christmas dinner, but that's not what we're referring to here. So here, we need to take a look at what specifically they're talking about with law enforcement using GPS. And here we have our implied main idea sentence. Existing laws do not provide clear or uniform guidelines regarding law enforcement agencies using GPS to track the location of cell phone users without search warrants. Or we could say some jurisdictions allow law enforcement agencies to use GPS technology to track the location of cell phone users. So here, if we looked at this sentence, in this paragraph, remember, in the middle, there's a couple of questions that are asking us to think about what this GPS system is. All right. And then they explain kind of the problem with what's going on with that system with law enforcement down in the last two sentences. So we had to kind of summarize and create one sentence that explains that we have law enforcement agencies using GPS to track signals of cell phone users and what that kind of problem is. We have problems with the laws, whether they're clear or unclear for law enforcement. All right, we're going to end this video here, and then we'll pick up in video number 2.